outline of a drag racing strip in Oklahoma. And this is a dragster from California. It took a lot of work and a lot of travel to get them together. But let's start at the beginning. As the end of the month of August approaches, hot rod enthusiasts all over the country are putting the final touches on their drag racing creations, many of them just dreams a few months ago. This busy scene is in Compton, California, but it is being duplicated from Amarillo to Albuquerque and from Seattle to Slippery Rock. The big preparation is for the big go, the National Drag Racing Championships, to be held in Oklahoma City. The meet gets underway on Friday, August the 29th, with competitors arriving in droves, towing every kind of hot rod you can imagine, and a few you can't even imagine. The first thing an entrant must do is report to the registration booth, where he not only registers, but is issued his inspection forms, pit passes, information sheets, and the many other instructions necessary to exist in this modern world of triple duplicates. The next thing to do is unload the car, and this crew decided to take the bus and leave the driving to us. Now to the technical inspection area. Here, the dedicated crews of the National Hot Rod Association carry out the thankless but very important job of systematically checking each car for compliance with the strict safety regulations of the NHRA. This inspection is one of the finest in the racing fraternity, and one that every hot rodder can be proud of. There are 3 inspection teams on duty, which cuts the time spent waiting in line to a minimum. When a car reaches the head of the line, its owner gives his inspection form to the chief inspector. This form uses the check chart system, the fastest, most efficient method known for this type of operation. It lists the things to be inspected, such as wheels, tires, steering gear, roll bars, safety belt, and so forth, with a place for each item to be checked if okayed. If something fails to pass, there is space provided for the inspector's comments on what must be done to make it acceptable. In addition, he points out the infraction to the competitor and explains why it does not comply with the rules. Occasionally, this leads to a heated debate, and the inspector must become a public relations man. But after everything has been inspected and okayed, a competitor leaves the technical inspection area with a secure feeling that he's got a mechanically sound automobile. Next, the weigh-in section. And everything that isn't bolted down must be removed. In drag racing, as in boxing and many other sports, weight is a very important factor. In tests of acceleration, such as drag racing, the weight or mass of a car greatly determines its ultimate performance. Realizing this, the National Hot Rod Association devised a system of classification that has been accepted throughout the country as the fairest possible method of grouping cars of approximately the same potential together. This is based on the ratio between the cubic inch displacement of the engine and the weight of the car. The cars are also classified by body type, making a total of 25 separate classes. This is a street roadster, which must be equipped with lights, 4 fenders, starter, generator, 4-wheel brakes, mufflers, and all other legal equipment, including a license for the current year. This is the original hot rod, the stripped-down roadster. It can run without fenders, and a limited relocation of the engine is permitted. A stock body must be used, and streamlining is not allowed. But other than that, it's hotter than a firecracker. And here is a beautiful example. The modified roadster class is strictly ingenuity on the loose. Just about anything is allowed, and just about everything is tried. Very seldom is the driver or the engine found within a mile of the original location. You've heard of people turning over in their grave. Well, I'm sure something like this would make old Henry stir quite a bit. Then there's those that like to sit on the other end. The coupe and sedan class is similar to the street roadster, but don't let the innocent look fool you. They pack quite a wallop in the engine compartment. Due to the tremendous number of entries in the other classes, strictly stock cars had to be dropped from this year's competition. The Fiat body is very popular in the altered coupe and sedan class. You've heard of a hardtop convertible? This is a whole body convertible. And underneath, a very mean-looking Buick V8 and a few other bare essentials. Next, the competition coupe and sedan class, or you might call it the long nose class. Like the modified roadsters, again, ingenuity runs wild. And after putting everything over the rear wheels, it sometimes takes a 40-foot hood to reach the front wheels. As if the driver weren't crowded enough, this crew put the rear wheels in there with him. Showing a remarkable increase in entries in the past year is the new NHRA sports car class. Full street equipment is required. Designed strictly for drag racing and being named for same, the dragster is the all-out competition class. Consists mainly of an engine and a place for the driver, where many of the comforts of home are missing. In fact, he's lucky to get a steering wheel. The power-to-weight ratio is usually quite impressive, with weight held to the barest minimum. Of course, there are exceptions. You just can't hardly put an Allison aircraft engine in a car without increasing its weight a little bit. And talk about imagination. Who but an American hot rodder could dream and create like this? This mechanical masterpiece is a dragster we saw spread all over the lot in California, and we've been given permission by its owners to let you drive it through. Well, go on. Don't be chicken. Go on! Hey, that's not bad. 142 miles an hour. That's how the first 2 days are spent. Testing, making changes, and then running again. Trying to reduce the elapsed time and increase the top speed. The elapsed time is the total time it takes to cover the entire quarter-mile acceleration strip. And this is very important, for when the eliminations begin, it's those with the lowest elapsed time who will take home the trophies. With 500 entries on hand, there are cars everywhere. Not only out on the strip, where a run is being made every 15 seconds, but in the huge garage area as well. All sizes, shapes, classes, and colors. The entire Oklahoma City Fairgrounds is a vast kaleidoscope of the marvelous machinery designed and built by these young men of America. Many of them are future engineers and scientists. Such is their skill and ingenuity that if it ever occurred to one of them, it might just be that the first man-made object to hit the moon will be a hot rod. Sunday, the big day at the big goal. This is Elimination Day. Because of the large number of runs to be made today, we will only show the trophy runs in most classes. In A-Class Street Roadster, Carl Johnson of Illinois beats out Al Carney of Indiana. B Street Roadster trophy goes to Tom Mulkey from Texas. The starter signals a trophy run in the A-Class Modified Roadster. Pulling away to victory is Ray Godwin's Tennessee Bull Weevil. Next, the final in A Roadster class between a Lincoln engine from Arizona and a Chrysler from California. The A Alder trophy goes to a Chrysler-powered Fiat from Arizona. Now, the B Alder final, two Chevy-powered Fords from Texas. This is really going to be close. The Gold Coupe made it just by an inch. They are followed by C-Class Altered Coupes. And another Texas car wins. Next, the A-Class Competition Coupes. And Mackey's Chrysler-powered Bantam pulls away for still another Texas victory. Now, C Dragster class between two old rivals, the Ramblin' Ram from Texas and the Dragliner from California. These two also raced for the trophy last year, and again the Dragliner wins. B-Class Dragster trophy goes to a Chevy from Phoenix. Now the crowd grows tense. It's time for the A Dragster eliminations. These are the fastest, most exciting machines in drag racing. And there are 14 of them with elapsed times of under 11 seconds. With all this talent, we'd better watch several of the runs. Here comes the Green Monster. Next, Ted Sear and the Howard Cam Special. That's Howard's car. Everything is okay. The powerful twin-engine car lost its rear wheel, but luckily the driver kept it under control. Now, Cheatham's very quick Oldsmobile and the Allison-powered Green Monster. With Cheatham there first. Next, Sear and Hopper's old dragster edges out Christmas. Cheatham's back against Sear and Hopper's new supercharged Chrysler. You just can't make a mistake at the Nationals and still win. So now there are two very tense, over-anxious drivers. One behind the wheel of a fuel-injected Olds, the other a Chrysler with 6 carburetors, and both of them with elapsed times of under 10 seconds. Man, that was close, but Ted Sear was the winner. Now, while the contestants for the national championship cool down and refuel, there's time for a few special awards. The first to Buck Bowles and Miller of Austin, Texas. Will you put that camera down? Next, the Chrisman brothers from Compton, California received the Best Engineered Car Trophy. And finally, the award for the longest, no, not really, it's for the Best Appearing Crew Award. Well, now that everybody's cooled down, let's get back to the national championship. And not one person, a huge crowd, has dared move from his seat. First up, Texas and Arizona. Arizona wins. Next, 2 from California. And Sear beats the dragliner. Now, with the sun almost gone, the run for top eliminator of the USA between California and Arizona. Ted Sear is the new champ. Labor Day is the final day of the Nationals, but like the other three, it's filled with action. Today, the little elimination trophy will be awarded to the top car in the gas, coupe, and sedan class. It's also elimination day for the sports cars. First, the A-Gas Trophy run between a Chrysler-powered Plymouth and an Olds-powered Model A Ford. Carol Howard from Abilene beats the car from Oklahoma. Another car from Texas wins D-Gas. The B-Class winner is a Chevy-powered Studebaker from California. This is also the day for official national record attempts. Now it's the top speed that counts, not the elapsed time. Uh-oh. Hey, would it be okay if I said, this is a pretty hot car? Hurry up, man. Well, everything seems to be okay. What's a drag race without a little excitement? And now, back to the races. Here's another twin Chevy-powered dragster. Jack Moss of Amarillo, Texas. Here's the big threat for the fastest time of the meet. The Arpons Brothers Green Monster. And it's a new record, 156 miles an hour. This is Ted Sear, Mr. Top Eliminator. But he misses the record. A new B-Dragster record, 130 miles an hour. The dragliner fails to up its Class C record. Now watch this. Not bad for a four-cylinder. Whoops, there goes his tank. The Ack Miller Cam Special sets a new competition coupe record of 131 miles an hour. And that does it for the competition for 1958's Big Go. Pardon me there, fella. Yes, the Queen. Thank you very much. Hey, how about a blast, Queenie? Wow, what was in that cup? Oh, I almost forgot. This is a special award presented by Coca-Cola to the winner of the runoff between the top cars in the coupe and sedan classes. His name is Junior Thompson. His car is a 41 Studebaker with a supercharged Chevy, and he's from California. Now the top award of 1958 to the top man in drag racing, Big Ted Sear. This little David from California, with a sharp eye and a lead foot, slew the mighty Goliaths of drag racing, one by one, until he stood alone. The new national champion. And now he claims his just rewards, a kiss, a beautiful trophy from the Champion Spark Plug Company, and last, but certainly not least, a brand new 1958 Chevrolet Fleet-Side pickup truck, presented by Merrimount Automotive Products. All in all, it's been a very happy week for Ted Sear and his partner, Bill Hopper. But all good things must come to an end. So it's time to head for home. But you can be sure plans are already being made by the losers on how to win next year. Maybe a car with 3 engines and 6 superchargers? Or an Atlas strapped to 2 roller skates. Hey, that might not be a bad idea. Wonder where I can get 2 roller skates.